Hey guys, it's Big Eddie from the Late Night Toke. Today, me and BigRed are going to be starting our Marvel Rivals coaching series. We've got an interesting one to start off with. It's a Bronze 1 Loki main, who definitely needs quite a bit of help. So sit back and enjoy the interesting gameplay.
Ben, what's the name of that map?
Your Nerd's Path. He didn't give me his name, but it's a Loki. So I'm guessing it's Morbnui. Sorry. We're going to call you Mori. Alright, Mori.
Oh god. He's gonna love that.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Oh, this is bronze.
Oh yeah. Bronze, he said he's a Bronze 1.
Yes, they're all bronze 1 in the lobby.
Let's see, let's go to the start of the match.
I've seen that name in our quick play before.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
I know nothing about Loki. Love Loki, so it'll be fun to see this
So
one.
wait, we're on defense, right?
Yes.
Who is on defense? Okay.
There's defense.
Bad. I get that you were going to set up your little turret guys. Oh,
What?
just had a crash.
I'm not the only one.
It's Unreal Engine 5 things. Sorry, guys.
Why do other Unreal Engine 5 games not have that big of an issue?
They do.
Like, why is it so inconsistent between the game? I mean, like Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah. Not now because it's been out for 2 years and they fixed it.
I mean,
but
that's
so basically, from what I've gathered, obviously I'm not a game developer. Don't take anything that I say as word here. But
absolutely as word.
From what I've gathered, Unreal Engine is super easy to build inside of, right? It is very easy to put your game together. So because of that, some developers put it together really sloppily. It still looks really good. Things still run really good. It's cool, but it was coded in the worst fucking way possible. So it just doesn't really work right. So one of the big things with Marvel, outside of optimization, is there are functions in the game that are tied to frame rate instead of tied to server time. And so, like, if you have a NAS computer and you're getting 400 FPS, there are moves that work better for you than they do with somebody with. And that's, while it is an Unreal Engine 5 thing, that's also just a lazy coding thing. Like, there is a fix for that within the.
So it would be beneficial to be playing like medium graphics with a PC that I have, getting that max FPS. I'm already at like 180. I'm not that worried about it, but like
yes, technically, but I don't think that we are performing any such incredible that we're worried about that. It's like weird Star-Lord things. And,
like that Black Panther we played earlier.
yeah, and Black Panther stuff, just weird things.
The tech cancels and shit.
Let's back up.
Yeah, Ben, don't crash this time. It's all good. From experience, you have 90 minutes. That's dirty as hell.
Okay, let's try this again.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I'm sorry. Why is there a... Go back.
What?
Go back. To the name cards.
Okay, I'm on. Which one are you looking at?
No, like with the ranks and everything.
Oh, with the ranks, okay.
Yes. But yeah, all the way. Oh, you got eggs and go back? Okay, I just had to confirm something because if it's what I'm thinking it is, it's absolutely wild. Go to it has nothing to do with the names. I saw a rank and I needed to be sure it was silver, not plat that I was seeing.
Silver.
Okay.
But bronze and plat can't play together, Zach.
I know I had to visually confirm it. It's one of those
Come
things I
on
had to
now.
make sure my mind wasn't playing games on me.
Come on.
No, I know. 877 cash now.
We also got certified virgin.
Yes. You know that's my favorite insult in the game.
I like the chief beefs. So, back at the start of the game.
Are we?
We are.
Alright.
Let player model. And there we go. So, game starts now. Why are you still here? Why are you walking that way?
Like, you have so much more time before that.
Like now you're now you're stuck in there, bud. I don't think coming up here is worth it at all for putting a Loki. I would say even once you get into silver or gold, that Loki's gone really quick. A lot of times DPS will even come out of this door up here, and they would have just killed it. I say the same thing for Penny Parker too. I really don't think it's worth being right by the spawn door when the start of the game is happening just to try to get an extra bomb placed, or just putting yourself in a bad position, because now you got to walk everything. I don't like this either. Why did you pop that? Who was that for?
And you immediately left it. Like, that's your saving grace, too.
So Loki,
Buddy.
I am not a Loki main. I'm not going to say be an amazing Loki. Tell you that he really has like 3 things working for him. One is he can copy the ultimate anybody else. Huge. You can copy game changing. Such a giant. 2, you can go invisible. Which means that you can get out of really sticky situations like this corner over here. It's going invisible and hey. The rest of your team has died and you don't want to get staggered, you can go invisible. That between that and transporting to your little guys, that's another thing you could have just tagged yourself up. Getting scared, putting up your healing, which is arguably the most important thing that Loki has. Ultimate, I would say, is the most, but this is definitely the second. This is an instant heal. It's basically Baptiste's immortality field. There is somebody that is 1 health inside of that thing. You pop it, they're not dead anymore. Like, like they are legitimately saved. Yes, it is. It is like an instant full. Not for tanks as much, but like a squishy for sure. If it goes off on a squishy, you're just saved. It's magical. And the healing stays there until they break that little rock thing. You want to save that cooldown to the last, like the last second. That is the last healing cooldown. This position's a lot better.
Okay, so for those who, including me, who are watching and don't really know what the clones do while you're not actively being the clone, what the hell are they shooting at?
So they copy what you're shooting at.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you are shooting your healing thing, it'll shoot healing things. If you're shooting damage.
Now, if they're around a corner and they're still shooting at me, but they don't have line of sight on me, what makes that clone hit me? Or like get close to me? Like, I don't know if they're able to just randomly shoot in a direction and it shoots in that direction.
I don't know the exact mechanics of it. I believe they just shoot in what would be the same direction. Shooting.
As if the squids were targeting what you were.
Yeah.
Playing as Namor.
Yeah, I think it's similar to that. I do know there are weird things where they just like won't shoot for random reasons. Like I said, I'm not a Loki main. I don't play Loki at all, so I'm really not here to judge your Loki gameplay, right? Like your bronze. There are very broad amount of things that you could be working on outside of just character mechanics. I think those things will benefit you just as much as learning the character. So I'm going to focus more on those sorts of things: positioning, ultimate usage, where you're focusing your heals, when you're focusing heals. That's all those. Like that. I wouldn't have used that healing there. Now, like, we could have used it now. You have a DPS about to die here, you have a DPS about to die here. Even then, like, you heal them up. So you still could just have that on. Now you could use it to save Squirrel Girl and Root up here. You're doing some damage or something. Squirrel Girl's ult came out. Couple people.
I outnumber you.
Hold on. No, that's not what I said. Okay, so this is PC?
It would appear so.
This is real firepower!
Okay. So that all comes down to position. As a support, your main job is to support the team. A lot of times, I know people get mad. They're not healers. Don't call them healers. A lot of the time, the main support that you're providing the team is healing the team, okay? That's just the truth of it. There's really not reason you, especially as Loki, who can heal, as far as I know, across the map. I don't. Shots have a. I would not leave this corner right here. That's your safety corner. That's your Moon Knight gets a line of sight on you and wants to start dinking off stuff, or he starts hitting. Winter Soldier starts hitting headshots. You have that corner right there. And pop your little stone thing. Get back to full health. Stone would survive. You would survive. There's really not ever a situation where you want to be pushing up. Exactly.
No, he died right on the ult. He may have been panic switching.
Yes, he was panic switching, so he switched from this one to this one to this one. It's probably just a mechanical error. That's something you'll get better with as you play the game more. But I would not have been moving up into this area in the first place. I understand that Groot ulted, and you were probably trying to get in there to do some damage with the Groot ult. But what happens when one team ults? The other team ults. And so as a support, unless you're going in there to use your support ult, which would be grabbing Luna's support ulting, then there's really not a reason for you to go in and try to do damage. You have your DPS up there, you have your tanks up there. Sustain them and let them take advantage of that. You push in, then that gives them a chance to push their ult, throw some onks, and now team is dead because they don't have support left. It's melt.
Like an ice cream cone?
We all about that. State.
Right down here in God bless Texas.
So if I was that raccoon, I know you're not. But he should have just been running for his dear life. Now on a 10-second cooldown as the rest of the team's coming in.
I outnumber you.
I wouldn't even peek it. They have it halfway. Okay. anytime that there's a team wipe, anytime you were coming back from spawn, turn around. See who is with you. Look at your tab, see who's dead and coming back. Look forward and see what teammates are in front of you. Especially as support, there was zero reason to walk in. No tank on point. Yes, out here. One healer just died, so now you're the only heals. You don't have somebody to bring you back. That's going to be an awareness thing that will take you a lot further. It's paying attention to where your team is. Said you're playing support in this. Your job is not to touch cart. Your job is not to go in there and get kills, not to make space. Your job is to be the support for the rest of the team. You walk in alone. Now they're getting shot up here by Moon Knight's off. Brute is already down 30% health. Who's that behind him? Squirrel Girl. She'll probably start taking damage soon. There's nothing that you can do about it because you walked away from the team. So yeah, the Squirrel Girl died to it. You ended up having to use your teleport to get out, wasting a cooldown. When if you stayed up there, if your team had broken the off, then your group could have dropped. Fantastic could have ulted. You would have got your ult from healing the Groot, and you could Luna's ult would have had a chance to hold this. But because the positioning was timing was off, just wasn't.
I am ready to put on a show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep losing you. Definitely have to work on your clone placement and teleportation. It's a big part of what makes Loki a good character. I think probably in Bronze there are just in general a lot better picks you could go for. There's a lot of understanding that you need. Map design, situational awareness, and placement. Even a sustainable. You just wasted 2 clones down here just to get yourself to a normal position so you could. But you're still even cut in half from the. Lucky that the Moon Knight, everybody kind of just can let. Go. So at this point, everyone's kind of. A bad play, I think. It's right on this corner. That's good positioning.
Love it.
Where you can sit and see your entire team for the most part.
And you could drop 2 clones down there out of their line of sight so they can't destroy them. It gives them the heals.
See, that was such good use.
Beautiful.
That was good use. Then does the big damage. That is what that's for. Is they're coming in with the one shot. Not so much like an ultimate or something, right? Like a bomb. But his name, Bucky comes in with the uppercut headshot combo, slam those rocks down just like that. Kill is null. It does not count anymore.
The more the merrier.
Another thing with Loki's really playing the Moon Knight. I want to get super pick team comp stuff here. It's, you want to climb. That's something you're going to have to think. Heroes counter you. Loki gives Moon Knight free onks to bounce off of. and so you have to be a little bit more careful whenever you're playing this character. I don't think I've seen it be an issue. Definitely will be in the air rate. Seems like you're just kind of using the green healing whenever it comes on. I would definitely be holding on to that for when the enemy starts using their cooldown. Now, they've got Rocket Raccoon's damage ult. Place they're not going to say they had popped it right here so the whole team could use it as they push. It'd probably be pretty beneficial to have those insta heals up. I would be backing up as they come around the corner here. You want to be moving to this corner.
Yeah, look at that raccoon.
Generally as support. It's bronze, so I'm sure he's... I was going to say, I'm sure he's not playing it right, but like as raccoon, you can be a lot more free because you could play right here, which is generally a dumb place to play as a support. You don't want to play on the stairs. But because you're Rocket Raccoon, you have your 2 dashes and your wall climb out of there in a second. So, like, he gets a little bit of leeway in his positioning. But as basically any other healer, as soon as they start to come around that corner, your goal is to see as much of your team as possible, keeping as little of their team as seeing you. More cover you have, longer that you're going to live, and be able to keep your team alive. There's not a whole lot you can do about the Moon Knight ult. I don't think He's green saves that. It's a pretty devastating ult. It really. What did he use his ultimate on?
Who?
Loki.
That is a great question.
Oh, he used it for Invisible Woman's ult. Right? No. Because that's their invisible.
He turned into Squirrel Girl.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that's a misclick. I'm just going to go back and watch the POV. I'm such a dick. We got to know. Oh, okay. That was a panic ult. If you were looking to ultimate there, what I would have done is gone up this way, grab the other support. Basically, that's the only thing that keeps Loki as like A-tier healer, in my opinion. Luna, Invisible Woman, Mantis are all this tier. Only thing keeping Loki from being B tier is the fact that he can take their ultimates. So really, unless I don't know, I personally don't think there's a situation where as a Loki you should be taking a big support. They're so game changing. They get a ton of the damage from the Moon Knight. Depends on where people were positioned, whether they would live that or not. Saying on the fight, but say Mr. Armed and Dangerous comes in, steal Invisible Woman, or you steal Luna Snow's ult and your team lives. You get to negate that ult entirely. And you don't get to do that if you copy.
Does he automatically get their ult when he copies them?
It is a very
Like-
quick build up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
As a
think
limit, I mean, I hate Loki copying my shit.
I don't think copying the Luna would have necessarily saved that fight. That Moon Knight ult is just really, but you could have saved your ult. You had it for this fight when Dangerous comes in. Could have.
That 12 seconds of Luna right there.
Could have. Yeah, exactly. Completely won this fight.
Ready to put on a show.
It's gonna. It's gonna. Holy cow! How did Thor not die? That's so messy. Okay, just have to pause. Here is okay. So you're playing just like on top of group. So
Did the Moon Knight get him or the Venom get him?
it was actually Bucky. I think he was shooting at Green. Just got caught in the... So in a situation like this, I've already pushed out of this door. Because usually I would just say just like play from here. But if everybody actually makes it outside, I would not be playing anywhere near here. Either have backed up over to here, because there's a health pack in this room. Find everybody and get your heal. Or I would have gone with Rocket Raccoon and Namor. Or you've got the full cover. You can still see your group, but it's tapped in the field. But
110% my biggest issue with Luna Snow on this point is getting backed up into that corner where Groot is. I just forget where I am.
yeah, I think this is a really easy point too, because outside of this specific scenario where you've come through here to get the retake and manage to like make it out, which doesn't happen very then this whole part of the map is just not played on. So it's really easy to... I like to play inside this little room. But yeah, as a support, you just gotta be thinking about the angle that you're at. Not at any angle, for sure the wrong place. Being out in the open, even if you're with your tank, being out in the open with no cover is just asking to be...
How you get snatched.
Like I said, a lot of this stuff is not going to go punished in bronze and in silver. You're going to be able to get away with a lot. Once you start trying to climb into the higher ranks, you're hanging out here, you're going to get popped 100% of the time. It's not going to be 30% of the time anymore. They will kill you for being... That's where a lot of people get stuck, and probably like that low bronze to mid silverish range where they'll climb up really good and then just fall back really hard. It's because you get to that point where people aren't standing. More coming in clutch. Boy.
It's your bronze boy.
Many faces.
You stop them in their tracks.
Alright, so we're going into the last 10 seconds here. Namor ult, your ult, Doon's ult, side Moon Knight ult, which is huge. Rocket Wreck can do some. I would be looking for here as a Loki. I would be playing here, probably. Maybe a little pushed out so I could see my name more, but as they start coming around that corner, back myself up over here. As soon as they get to about here, roots pushed up. Yes, have backed up, hopefully. 4 goes in. Out. Without looking. And if you see any of these people, critical health, see the Moon Knight ult come out, see the Rocket Raccoon ult come out, there's 10 seconds left. I'd be snagging that Luna ult. You have 12 seconds of infinite healing. That's more time than they have to touch the point. Let's see what. Groot.
Oh God.
Groot's trying to get you killed, bro. He almost got you killed. Groot almost got you killed. So that was decent. I still think the Venom probably could have touched. Like, there was still another fight. Not a terrible hole.
Top-notch team to win this one.
Definitely some positioning things. I think I see a lot of Loki's hold on to their. One thing that I remember hearing in a video 5 years ago was your ultimate is so much more worth it to be used than to be held on, because you can build another. So if you have that ultimate that comes out that you need to block, or you know, I guess if you see a really good opening to take an Iron Man ult and throw a bomb down or whatever, it is better to take those opportunities, use the ult to win the fight, than to hold on to the ult for a later time, because by the time that next fight comes, probably could have just built up another ult. It's 2-1 fights.
Yeah, the supports get a lot of ultimate momentum.
So much.
Stupid.
And I think Loki is really the only. I guess it's Rocket Raccoons too. Sometimes Jeff the Shark. They just want to hold on to it the whole game, and I don't know. I think, especially with those ones, the ones that aren't game-changing ultimates. A lot of the times, it's better to use it in a good situation still. Like, don't just pop ultimates, but you have to use it.
Take out 1 or 2 of their healers, use it.
Yeah, you have to use your ultimates. If you're not using your ultimate, then you're just wasting resources. You're making the game harder on yourself, your team, by not using ultimates.
Get that vehicle to its destination.
We'll stitch it together again.
So again, about standing out in the open, you felt it right there. You walked past the Groot wall, and you were just out in the open, and you almost died for it. Playing attack on this point, game first came out, was a little difficult. I agree. It's pretty tight little corridor coming out these doors right here. But the magical thing is, so there's a door right here that gives you this whole cover right here, where you can still see your whole team, but they won't be able to see you. And you could even walk out this way, get from this angle, which is a better angle to be at as things go further down the road. Or you can do what Rocket Raccoon did and come out this door over here. And don't stand on this edge like he's doing, because if they have somebody with potential, they will one-shot you. Hawkeye. But you could stand over here Could stand over here and put some clones up here. Stand against this wall. Could have stayed against the Groot wall. But just being out in the open is never where you need to be, especially at the start of a fight. See how every time you come into this little open area, you get melted immediately, and you just barely escape with your clone. Gotta be aware. Just creating your own safety. Standing behind cover so that you're constantly getting dinged.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Talk over here. Be careful.
Oh. Oh. Hey, that carrot. That hurt my brain. Oh, okay. So this that had to have been a misclick, right? So he's chasing Captain America down over here. And then suddenly he's this guy. That had to have been a misclick.
Had to have.
It's one of those things that as you play more, you'll get more comfortable with the mechanics of the character. We'll let it go.
Get that vehicle moving again.
So again, popping the green way too early. That didn't benefit anybody. Everybody was full health. But guess what happens? As soon as it goes away, see that you don't have that cooldown anymore. Come the ultimates. Start running over people.
Oh, that pissed me off.
And again, you had your ultimate there during that fight, right? Okay, you did it. You got it. Oh, you got it right before you died. You did. So, I don't know. I think you did the right thing by saving her. Oh.
Whoop.
Okay. So I
Same.
Fuck. You had to do it, man. I was gonna say good job saving your ult on that one. I understand what you were going for here. You were trying to set up a little safety path for people to get back to point. But because there was nothing happening, like you weren't using the ultimate to stop anything, right? Like you weren't using it to actually help your team stay alive from something. As soon as all this goes away, Moon Knight's gonna he's gonna eat y'all for breakfast. Visibility ult. Moon Knight ult. So if you had taken the cloak ult, saved it, waited and taken the cloak ult or the invisible girl ult after, then you probably could have negated that that Moon Knight ult. Like Groot wasn't at full health when it started. He was near the edge. He probably could have gotten out with an invisible girl ult. It's just one of those things you have to think about really hard as support. Is this ultimate going to win us this fight? If the answer is not, or maybe, then there's a better place to be.
Good God. What the hell's going on up there?
Got your famous neighbor's choir out again tonight.
Oh, yeah. Just playing outside. 10 in the morning.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Totally not a school night.
So red team gets theirs out. You get rezzed. A Rocket Raccoon. There you go. That was a better ult. Hook. Support ult. Strong ult. Ulted at a good spot. Kinda had to. It's overtime. That's a pretty good use of the support ult.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
That's your best use of a support ult yet. I probably would have even saved it just a little bit longer, but looks like y'all got the job done with it. So call that one. Oh. Side of the Moon Knight ult. Yeah.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Did they finally have enough and just stick the kid outside?
It's cold.
I have many faces. Welcome to Rocket Street Service.
Who's on point? Nobody.
To see again, you used your big healing thing. You probably should have waited just even like 5 or 10 more seconds to use it, but you're using it before there's damage. They're able to break it before they
Don't mind me.
And the car stuck in the parking lot. They hear him sliding.
See now could take support ultimate.
Us against the world.
Your powers are mine.
Dude, how did he miss that click?
I'm gonna have to play with it in practice range at some point to see exactly how it works. I don't know. Meant to get the Star-Lord. It really looked like you were trying to go for the cloak.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I
So
didn't see what the Star
so that's what I'm assuming. We're going for the cloak. I guess. Just kind of sucks. I probably would have ulted. There's a point where I saw it. Should do it. Let's see.
I think it was that first approach around the corner for the fight.
I think it was.
I saw it too.
There's an invisible woman that. Maybe I'm just a little. Yeah, it was right here.
There it is.
That invisible woman, I would have grabbed that. That's who I would have been. Like I said, I think that was just unfortunate clickage.
Us against the world.
Do less of those things. Oh yeah, Star-Lord just like flew right in front of his face. Yeah. Definitely wasn't prepared to be DPS ulting.
Oh yeah, no, did you see him stand on cart for a half second? Just hoping for those auto.
Alright, so y'all have one team fight left. Maybe. Yeah, y'all have one team. So again, if I'm gonna say this right here. I bet saved this green thing would have saved somebody from dying up on cart. I bet y'all are gonna do okay getting around this corner. Touch. Somebody's gonna die.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Don't think that. Sorry. Touch.
Yeah, there's the touch.
We also could have used it to create the arc.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah, the somebody that died was the Loki.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but now you're dead because you didn't have healing.
Moon Knight behind.
Visible girl ult.
Us against the world.
Okay. So going around here. Not a bad play. You have 2 minutes left. You're in overtime. Trying to win it. You gotta keep this dude alive. This dude gets some healing because you can hit him in the back. That's great. But he's about to get messed up. You're gonna be like in here when it happens. And so Thor's gonna come back this way. And moving over here will have been over time. Blank is not. And again, if you had had your green health cooldown, stayed on point just a little bit longer,